Greetings. This is Skylar Saunders Singh. What's current? I had a little bit of a bump, in the video views department. Thank you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. I need to hate. I need people to say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." I need you to all say everything along those lines. I need all of that, all of it. Give me everything. Give me the hatred. Give me the benefits. Give me the not good luck or good cheer. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Good luck and good cheer. But the accolades and things like that, and different words of encouragement there. If you get to say something about that, but yeah. So that was about the passport bros. That's part one. This is a not really super prepared part two, but I just got the call from the hater, and the hater was like, "Yeah, you should do a part two." I was like, "Why not? This is America. This is all about the land of the free, the home of the brave. Get more, make more, create more, get more money. Let's go." All right, so I've done a little research. I just watched a short clip, and this is the whole show is going to be dedicated to this short clip because it speaks volumes. If the cliche goes correctly, it speaks a whole lot about being a FBA, a foundational Black American abroad in Thailand. This is like the epicenter from Phuket to Bangkok. This is like the area where mainly men of color from the United States flock to as passport bros. And this is a young nigger. He was a nigger that was going around saying F you, F you, F you, and knocking over things and busting up stuff. But I wasn't only offended by him. I was offended by the person who made the story. I was offended by the videographer. He was saying, brother, I can't go for this kind of behavior. That's my terrible accent, but he must be from England or something like that. So he's like very collectivistic. That brother, I can't go for this kind of behavior. So I'm going at both of them. So I'm sure they each have. He's probably Euro trash. I'm sure. And then the male, young male in the video, I'm sure was looking for some stray vagina, and well, maybe I'm not sure. Allegedly, I'm saying, and it was in Thailand, and was looking for a good time, but he found himself being confronted by a white man. Actually, he said, "I'll break your effing camera." He's saying all this stuff. So, but he was bringing it upon himself. He was kind of like a Freaky London kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, why are you even saying, "S my D, SMD, SMD," and then bah, 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 bah. He gets his head knocked again, and he's like that, because he's running his mouth, and that's the justice. That's just justice. That's what you get. That's what you deserve. If you're gonna be running your mouth, talking all this stuff, then you deserve that. So okay, so. That's the inspiration for this video. Foundational Black Americans are becoming ugly Americans. I agree with the videographer on that part. But it's not just Black Americans. It's not just FBA. It's tethers too. That's what they were calling me, tether. They're saying tether babble and stuff like that. I'm a foundational Black American. I was born in the first state and the capital of that first state on an Air Force base. So I'm definitely super American by birth. But I chose to become a Marine, and that makes me even more of an American than some would estimate. You don't have to become a Marine to be a full-blooded American. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it just gives me an extra bonus. It's like extra credit. You don't have to do extra credit, but if you want to do extra credit, you can do it. That's becoming a Marine. All right, so Thailand has become the ultra super center of passport bro activity. It has become a center for young men to trick off to trick on these women. The exchange rate, I put it in the descriptions, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's like, you know, like $10 can go, you know, give you something for the value of $50 or $60. It's a totally different exchange rate with the currency. So American dollars to Thailand, their currency is completely is totally different. It's completely a distance amongst each other. So, or between each other. So I'm saying you can probably find, you know, what I'm thinking, you know, with these passport bros aren't just, you know, running away from their problems at home. They're trying to find what they can't usually find in America, even with all the LGBTQ plus issues that are going on and different things that are helping out that community. They can't find a lot of them. They're looking for the lady boys. Lady boys are people usually with, you know, a chick with a dick, a tranny, everything I can't say or say you can't say that. I'm going to say that because I can't get demonetized because I don't have any money on YouTube except for my donations, which are, you like how I did that slide in? You like how I did that transition? My Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. Also, Venmo is at SKYLERIZED. And my PayPal is paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. All right. So, you have these passport bros that are, you know, just completely, you know, bewildered and not, you know, recognizing what they're supposed to be doing. And they're going to get caught up. I was talking about yesterday in South America, Colombia. There are people getting stabbed up, sliced, shot up. They're, you know, the least of it, their phones and their wallets are taken. You know, sometimes their lives are spared and their bodies are spared, but their phones and their wallets are confiscated or, you know, stolen. But in Thailand, it's a totally different thing. It's like there's special seasons. There's like between November and April, that's the optimum time of visiting Thailand. They have the wet season, they have the dry season, and they have a hot season or something like that. I think that's how it goes. So you have to plan your trip out. You have to make sure you go in the right time. What's sad is, you know, for the passport bros, they're you know, if there is a legitimate passport bro and he wants to mind his own business and do his own thing, that's okay with me. If you want to go over and do your thing and, you know, find a lady boy, that's your business. That's none of my business. If you want to find a lady boy, something with a hole and something with a pole or something with two poles, that's your business. It's none of mine. But if you want to do that, act accordingly. Act with grace. Act with, you know, some sense of sensibility about you. Act accordingly. You're in a new stage of a living. Act like a man. Don't act like a male or a child or overgrown adolescent. Raul says, more stick talk. Hey, Skylar. Hey, girl. Well, hey, like I said, Mr. Choice Star Terrain dropped this on my head. He said, look, you're getting numbers. Why not get more? For me, that's greed. That's good. And I always said that greed is a good thing. We may even disagree with that. You know, the hater and I probably disagree with, you know, the idea of being greedy. But I want more money. I want more, you know, more viewers, more subscribers, you know. That's what I want. So this is why I'm doing this particular second edition of Passport Bros in search of lady boys. So I got 5 people watching right now. 2 likes. Where are my other 3 likes? Give me those 3 likes. Don't forget to smash that like button. He says facts. Rick James is in here. He spelled my name. Wait a minute. I think he spelled my name right. I'm going to say it. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back and he's black. He's singing in the upper room with Jesus while he runs into the looking glass to see and talk about some lady boys. I'm pleased to present Skylar Seas. That's as close as it's gonna get for Rick James. I'm not mad. He said my name. He spelled my name right. I'm not mad. Thank you. Thank you, Height. Thank you, Height. Salute to you, sir. You didn't have to do that. Good Lord, you're going over the limit. I said at least $100 or more, but Height said, you know what? Let me give this man a little bit something else. Let me drop some little bit more on him. Samson says them Cowboys hat background was bunk, but now it looks plain. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Well, yeah, I had to go to a different. It's all about, practicality. I mean, it's about morality and practicality, but in this specific case, it was practicality. I had no light. I have a facial light, one of those rings, those light rings you get when you're doing a YouTube broadcast. That's what I have, and I also have softer light, a yellowish light, and I like how they combine. So it was all practicality. That's the only reason why. So back to the Passport Boys Part 2. Looking for lady. Looking for Wookin' Pernub in all the wrong paces. That might have been racist. But anyway, yeah, this guy was obnoxious. He was like a Freaky London. He was very obnoxious. He was knocking over stuff and he's the kind of person you say, like, if he gets robbed or beaten, you're like, I'm not gonna feel sorry for that cat. Cause he just was obnoxious. He was just a piece of shit. He didn't act like a gentleman. He didn't act like a man. He was just going around knocking over stuff and yelling at people, saying stuff. I have money. I have money. That's all he could say. I have money. I pay. That's all he said. So it's just little goofies like that ruin it for everybody else. Because there are legitimate, like I said, passport bros that are looking for two holes or two poles, probably a pole and a hole, and just want to have a good time and trick off on the money they've earned as an American, which is a lot more than somebody can earn in Thailand. Doing something less. You could be a goddamn garbage man in America and make $70,000 or $80,000 a year. That's facts. You can make bank on a trash truck, on a recycling. You can make bank. Make more than somebody that has a postdoctorate as looking for a job. I get it, but put something on screen, the topic, name of the show. I wish I could. I cannot do that. I'm on a mobile. I can do that on the laptop, which I might do. I might have a part 3. There might be part 4, part 5, like Faces of Death. Anybody seen Faces of Death? There's like 4 parts of it that I know of. Maybe there's 5, but yeah, on the mobile I can only see my view count, the time, it's live, the likes, how to get out of here, how to adjust the picture, and the live chat. That's all I can see. That's all I see. I can't go in and put anything else. So, Samson, you contribute, some money. You put in some dollars. I might be able to, just use my laptop. You put in my I'm gonna say my MacBook. I'm gonna separate from you peasants who have laptops. I have a MacBook. I'm just messing with y'all. Okay. Yeah. So if you go on to what the before you get on and go to where it says, I think, I'm not even sure, but I think if you go to where it shows what show it is, you can see the description and the name of the show. And I think that'll help you, Samson. All right. So this guy was an asshole. He was a complete asshole. He made an ass of himself. He was going around doing all these different things. And I guess he was in search of Badusi. I guess. I can't confirm nor deny. I'm just saying he's probably in search of some yellow Badusi and trying to feel his way around the Asian cities. I don't even know if he was in Phuket or Bangkok or somewhere in I just know he was in Thailand. But just as wrong is this guy from I would guess England or somewhere around there. It's brother. this brother is acting a fool. Like, it's my terrible accent, I know, but I'm just giving you context. He was just saying brother a lot. This is the reason why we can't go anywhere. This is the reason why we can't go around the world, because of people like him. He's right, but at the same time, this guy's saying that I think he's mainly saying that all FBA, men, are like him. Like, just because of this one guy, he's just like making an example of him, and he's trying to translate into that of people in America, black men in America, born, raised, corn-fed black men, corn-fed black men in America. I think he was trying to technically, go at them. That's what I think. Anyway, I can't prove it though. I can't prove it. So that kind of shook me. Just watching this one clip about black men in Thailand. That's the behavior. That's it. Is that the standard? Is that how people really are getting down? Is that how they're really showing themselves to be? That's disgusting to me. That's just horrible. That's deplorable. And it's very abhorrent. It's ugly. It's hateful. Not the good kind of hateful. It's the vicious kind. It's not even hate really. It's evil. But like I said, if passport bros, they're looking for those two poles, or at least that two pole in a hole, and they just want to enjoy themselves. They just want to be themselves. They can't. Their boys at home will dog them and call them a faggot and call them somebody that takes it up the ass and all kinds of things. I know I'm being very graphic right now, but I'm just showing you how people say and think these things. And so if they want to go over and be in peace and be away from all that, and if they just want to be with maybe 2 or 3 other guys are on that same page, they may have done certain things together and poked one another and poked the other. Pause on everything. This show I'm not even going to say pause anymore, okay? It's no Diddy. It's pause. I'm just getting it out of the way. The whole show is pause. The last evening's show was a pause. But so we have this male, this overgrown adolescent over in Thailand filming, and then we have this tether. I don't know if he's in America or if he is still in Europe, if he's in England or not, or somewhere around England, somewhere in the UK. He was just, he had commentary about the whole excursion of this overgrown adolescent frequenting Thailand. So I just was taken aback. I was just like, whoa, this is ridiculous. I'm sure he was ready for like an eye jammy and maybe some broken ribs. I'm not wishing upon him, but the way he acted, like I said, it was similar to, you have to look him up, Freaky London. If you're not familiar with Freaky London, look up Freaky London. I think it's a weird spelling. It's like FREEKIE LUNDEN or something. It's something like that. It's weird, but he was talking all this shit to this white guy, and he totally like laid him the freak out. Like he laid his black ass out, and well deserved, because he was like, S my D, SMD all day. I'm from New York. He was saying that, like, I don't even know what part of the country he was in. I think he was in the South. And he was just, saying all this stuff. And the guy just caught him and said, bow, 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 bow. Ground and pounded him until his brain couldn't even take it anymore. He had an issue that, he couldn't hardly even move because his brains got, tainted. All right, so I got to answer this. This is hype. One of my boys is going to Thailand and the Philippines for a year this fall. That's what's up. That's hype. That's Mr. Hype. That's Mr. Hype to y'all. He's a major supporter of this machine. Greg S says salute. Salute to you, Greg S. Mecca says, hey, what? Hey Bert, how's Ernie? And he said Irene. I'm just trying to correct him. Hey Bert, how's Irene? All right. Mr. Height says was not the South. He was in Arizona. Oh, thank you. See, Height remembers. He was in Arizona. He was in the West, the Southwest. He was in the Southwest, and he was talking that shit. He was talking all kinds of bullshit, and he got his ass laid down. He didn't get killed. He just got, his shit rocked, as they say. Greg S says going to Philippines. That's that long. Yeah, I guess so. That's what Mr. Height says. Mr. Height says it. It seems like it's the truth to me. The way he puts down money on my show. This show, wait, hold on. I'm going to look it up right quick. I didn't mean to do this, but I'm going to look it up. I think it's $85, but I'm not sure. 160 minus 75. Yeah. Yeah, 85. $85 left on the show, y'all. Because of you can congratulate Mr. Height. Mr. Height. That's his name for me. Height. Definitely somebody that you should be able to acknowledge and respect. He put $75 on the show already. If everybody in this chat room put $75, that would definitely take me over the top and be my goal for today. So I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Okay. Scott Dollar Bill says Scholar is one of the young upcoming YouTubers. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm you can say that, that means it has to be a standard. There has to be a standard of what you mean by young and upcoming YouTubers and by way of, subscribers, because there's probably people that are, younger than me and people that are my age that probably have tens of thousands of followers, or excuse me, I always say that, subscribers, and they have been on for less. They've been on for maybe 6 months or something. I've been on here for over a year. So, but I thank you for that, though. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, yeah, you damn right, Greg S. I can't call you a broke bum nigga anymore because you donated to my machine. It was $7.38, but that's still money. I appreciate it. But yeah, so Passport Bros in Thailand and Vietnam and Cambodia, and especially Thailand, though. That's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on the tether, the alleged black man. That's what he says. A brother. This black man in UK. I think he's Eurotrash. I would imagine he didn't show his face, but he didn't show where he was from. But he was just saying, these brothers go over to Thailand, and they have a certain way of behaving. Dollar Bill, why don't you drop Sky some dollar bills? Yeah, that's right, Dollar Bill. You need to drop me some dollar bills. That's what Rick James says. Greg S., the whole world copies FBA. Facts. Greg S. says the facts. Hiding FBA, what is it? Riding FBA nuts. Exactly. We set the trends. We set everything. FBA sets everything. Since the ending of, and probably pre-Civil War. Pre-Civil War, they had minstrel shows from the 20s and 30s and 40s, 1800s, 1700s, 1600s. They were copying the black, activities. And they wore blackface in the minstrel shows. We're the shit. Like Paul Mooney said, black men are the shit. Foundational black Americans are the shit. We're the truth. Greg says, "What you mean we? You're Latino." Oh man, you know what? I am not Latino. Bing, 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 bing. I don't even know. I'm not Latino though. I'm definitely FBA. There's no Latino that I know of. There's no Latino in my family that I know of. That I know of. And if they are, they're distant cousins. They're not from immediate family, and definitely not, like my aunts and uncles. They're definitely FBA too. Yeah, I gotta give it up for FBA women. Foundational Black American Women. They're the truth too. People copy them all over the world. Their vernacular, their savoir-faire, as we like to say, their speech patterns. People enjoy them. And they copy them. They straight up rock them. They copy the foundational black man and the foundational black woman. And some of the foundational black men and foundational black women, well, the black men, I'll get to the women later. I'll tell you about the women. That's what I got from one person. But again, the FBA passport bros, do what you gotta do. I mean, I'm not just saying there's all passport bros are FBA, because there's white and yellow and brown and red that want to be passport bros too. Do your goddamn thing. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Oh, Korean TV. Are we talking about Zach Lee? No, we're not, sir. I didn't see Meckham. I'm sorry. He's not Latin. He's from Sesame Street. Oh, man, that's classic. I like the jokes. But no, somebody was saying to me, the FBA, they're talking to, God damn it, I forgot women. The women. We already talked about this, the girls trip and the Stella's got a groove back and stuff like that. They go over and trick off. Or they get tricked on. They get tricked on. The women get tricked on. They get the long dick. They get the long black dick in Jamaica and other island nations and stuff like that. And without their husband's consent, and he has no knowledge, Stella's getting her groove back, getting her back blown out, and he doesn't have a clue. And so they go on the plane and girl, we went around, we went all different islands, we went island hopping, and and then they go back home and it's like, well, how was your trip? I was like, it was nice, and then that's it. It's not even get too deep. It was okay. It was cool. She had the time of her life riding the black tool, the island guy, But that's the difference between passport bros and women with the girls trips. The girls trips are totally different from passport bros. The passport bros are looking in search of the pole or two poles at least, a pole, something like that. And possibly to marry these women. And if they don't want to marry these women, they want to have just have a long string of good time. Me love me long time. me love you long time. That's why they wrote the song Island Boy. The son of the sun, show us your haircut. Show me $500. Boy, I got you. Nothing wrong with a good time. Hey, that's their business though. It's all dependent on your definition of a good time. Wouldn't be a good time with me if it was a pole. I'm not having a good time with a pole. I'm having, a few holes. And that's it. Nothing, no surprises, no Willy Bobos boing popping out or nothing like that. It's not happening. Not in my court. Not my law. Not my law court. Not my court of law. But yeah, that's the difference between passport bros and girls trips. Because I remember you can still look on the comment section of the previous video. They were talking about they have passport bros for sisters. They're called girls trips. No. Totally different situation. Totally different setup. Passport bros are totally different than girls trips. There's similarities. I'll give you that. They're going into a different country. They're going to a different place. They're stamping their passport, but for different reasons and for different ways and different different settings, different kind of setups. Don't knock it till you've tried it, sir. Don't knock it till you rock it. No. You gotta say you can knock it. You can definitely knock it without trying it. Like I said, for a fact, as a grown person, not just a child, but a child you may learn, but you may never have put your hand on the stove, and you're a grown person. Now you know good and goddamn well not to put your hand on a hot stove. You don't have to say, "Oh, let me try to see this if it burns." No, you know already. You know, that's the thing. You going to DR to find a wife soon? That's a good question, Greg S. I'll answer that question if you give me $50. Rick James says he's tried it once or twice. You tried the poll? Is that what you're saying, Rick James? At least you're coming out now. At least you're telling the truth. I got 8 people in here. It's a party. I need 8 likes. I got 7 likes. It seems like a party. But yeah, so this Thai video really got to me, because it's like they can't show them, being, just very sexually explicit. They can't show that on YouTube, but they can, show you how this young male can really be an ignoramus and an asshole, and ruin a lot of things. But ruin it for legitimate guys. Like I said, legitimate passport bros. I can't knock them. It's what if they want to be within the law and they do the right thing, I can't really knock them. I have to give them that credit, and they want to do the right thing. Then that's their business. That's all their business. That's all true. You seen the video where the Brits get their ass kicked in Thailand this week? I read your question. I need at least $5. Give me $5 and we'll be set. You gave me more than $5 at one time. You gave me $7.38. Come on, Greg S. You know the deal. You know what time it is. You know I'm out for money. You know I'm a money grubber. You know I'm the rental man. I'm the landlord. I'm the slumlord. You got to pay up where your dues. What the rent is due. The rent is due. Greg S. Greg S says, money is greater than 5 money. What? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying. $5. I thought the house minimum was $20. Yeah, I changed it. It's $5. It's a Friday. We're just leaning back. We're kind of cool. We're kind of chilling. I hope you guys are enjoying a Corona or a cognac or whatever your vice is. I hope you're smoking a cigar. I hope you're with a beautiful woman. If that's your business, you're with a boy. That's what you want to do. I can't really say I hope you are doing that. I can just say I respect that you're doing that. But that's the truth. Rent is due. That's when you go get the best bang for your buck at the strip club. Pay attention, facts. You were at the strip club not too long ago, giving, at the booby bar, at the titty bar, giving up ones to high school dropouts and college dropouts. Like Chris Rock said, he's never had a smart lap dance. I said, that's facts. So that's the reality of it. But this Thai video, it was just like perfect for me to discuss, because this guy's like really super European. He's Euro trash, and he's dumping on FBA, pretty much all FBA. He's like saying, oh, this one guy, I'm not gonna do the accent, but he's just saying this one guy's just being a bump. And the truth is he was, but you can't dump it on every FBA. You can't say every FBA man or woman is atrocious like that. You just can't do it. Okay. But you can't lump all people in together. He's very collectivistic in that way. He's all about the collective, the brother. That's what like it's all tied together. Like FBA is the same thing as a European male, totally different than a Jamaican male, totally different than a Dominican male. I'm not Dominican, but or a Haitian male. You know, they're totally. Everybody is totally different. And they have different customs and courtesies and different ways of dealing with life. That's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it the best. That's what makes it very, compelling and powerful. Is the fact that you have, so many people that are in tune with the idea of America being the greatest country of all time, the noblest nation ever devised, and that's facts. Yes, we have the original sin of slavery. Yes, we've had, slaughtered the whatever you want to call them, Indians, Native Americans, tribal Americans, Redskins, red, I don't care. You know who I'm talking about. We put the yellow man to work, put him on the railroad took the brown man's land, California and Texas and Mexico and all that kind of mess, all that together. But it's still the greatest. It's still number one. It's still the best. It's the best nation ever. The best nation to ever live in. I've only lived in this country, but I want to say that I can tell you that it is the best nation ever on many levels. Of course, we're like 29th in, reading and 38th in math and, I'm just making up these numbers. But I'm just giving you, exaggerations. But, we're terrible in literature and reasoning and math. But God damn it, if we don't, have the best basketball players and we have the best exotic dancers and we have the best, the best Wall Street warriors and Silicon Valley and I'm being more serious now, but Wall Street definitely is one of the best. Wow, it dropped down to 2. Wall Street is one of the best, and we have Hollywood, Silicon Valley. Those are the best parts of America. Those are the best parts that everybody dreams to be. No matter who you are, you may dream to be in Wall Street. You're going to get your degree in finance, and you want to go into Silicon Valley. You can drop out of high school or college and start your own firm. With angel investors and capitalists. You want to go to Hollywood, all you got to do is study some scripts, and you don't have to take acting lessons like Leonardo DiCaprio. Just be a natural and just look naturally. That's all you got to do. That's what this all stems from. So that is the beauty of it. All right. Now that, a few people have gone offline. Who is this? Bella Valentino. Hello, Bella. Hi. How are you? How did you find me, Bella? But the Passport Bros, they definitely have a sense in them that's like, it's almost revolutionary. It's like, God damn it, we're gonna stake our claim. We're gonna get Badussy as much as we possibly can all over the world, but especially South America and Asia. I don't know if they can account for Africa. I'm sure it's all over the world, but it's definitely South America and Asia. Those are the 2 main places where people really, literally get it in. Oh, this is that's your girlfriend. Okay. So sorry, I did not hear about you. Said, can you say it again? I said, how did you find out about me? But I found out that you're Rick James' girlfriend. So I appreciate you for coming through. Thank you for that. And thank you for the view. Appreciate it. Thank you for being one of my viewers. And thank you, Rick James. That's why you have a blue wrench. You have never given me a single coin, but you have introduced me to people that I still have to look up the Raging Tomato. I still have to look that up. But yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying, you know, from where you originated. But now I know. So I appreciate the both of you. Thank you. But these passport bros, man, looking for looking for the lady boys. They're looking for the lady boys over in Thailand, over in Cambodia, over in Vietnam. You know, yesterday's show was mainly centered around South America, but this one is Vietnam and Cambodia and especially Thailand. And it's different too because it's like they are nations that in some ways are better than America, other ways they're not. Like with, you know, freedoms and different, you know, things that you can say and do, they have strict, you know, rules. They'll throw you in prison for saying the wrong thing about the government. You know, you say one thing bad about, you know, the current prime minister or something like that, and you could go to jail. You can go to prison. You can do hard labor. But they have better financial systems sometimes. Sometimes they have a better way of dividing the or using the currency to better erect more financial institutions. So you can probably start a business quicker and with less regulations and controls in Thailand than you can do in America. But that's not what the passport boys are worried about. Passport boys are worried about that butt-dussy. And if you don't know what butt-dussy is, that's butt, dick, and pussy. That's what, you know, that's what they're in search of. Because they want to, you know, have their own kind of experience and have it, you know, saved in their mind until they're in their 80s and they're rocking back and forth in the chair saying, yeah, boy, I used to get it in back in the day. I'll tell you that much. You know, it's just like, it's a weird kind of situation, you know. So it's very instrumental to say that these passport bros looking for the passport bros looking for lady boys is something that will I think continue, and it'll probably continue on, you know, beyond my years. I think, you know, they'll continue to do it. And I like how, you know, I saw a couple articles. I read a couple articles, and they're just like, yeah, these guys are coming around here. Like, it was like months after I learned about it. It was weird. It was like a Fox News article described how the passport bureaus are going overseas and stuff like that. And it just kind of, you know, shoot, because the first place I heard it was on Mr. Troy Star Terrain show. Heard it on the Star Report. I had no idea about it beforehand. I had no clue what he was talking about. I was like, what? What's a passport, bro? But now I know. And, you know, they go off to Thailand, and that seems to be one, you know, the hotbed, you know, spots, because I think, you know, the women are more, allegedly, they're more submissive. They have more of an air of, you know, being more freaky, I guess you can say, in the bedroom, and having a sense of, you know, being, you know, doing things that some female women won't do. Like, they won't do the poop shoot. Some FBA women, no, you're not putting it you're not putting it back there. You're not doing that. You're not touching that. So FBA women are virgins in their anal cavity, but, you know, they'll give up the vagina, the punani, you know, real soon. But Passport bros are like, damn, I can't even get, some booty play. I bet I could do that if I go over to Thailand and they get their passport stamp, go over to Thailand, and they just have all kinds of, tricking off, and, they go to, different places and, do all these different things, trying to get a rouse out of the females. That's just facts. That's just reality. That's the reality of it all. There's a special way of looking at this, is the fact that people aren't, really. It's not part of the zeitgeist yet. You know what the zeitgeist is? It's the spirit of the age. It's the the girls trip has a closer zeitgeist kind of understanding. It's not really embedded in the culture yet. Passport bros. It's more whispered about rather than shouted. Hardly anybody talks about the passport bros. But I'm here to tell you, these passport bros, they're going over to Thailand. They're going over to Vietnam. They're going to Cambodia. So we have to understand that, FBA men are the shit. I think FBA men started passport bros. I'm not 100%. You may want to correct me. Even if they didn't start it, they perfected it. They made it something that is that is a part of their own subculture. It's a subculture right now, I think. Passport bros. It's like a semblance of something that never was and may never be again. Because the closest thing that I can think of is, in war, people going over to different countries, from everywhere from, World War I up to World War II, Korea, Vietnam, different places like that. They'll find women. They'll find a woman and they'll, have her and take her over to the United States as their wives. And, that's kind of like a passport, bro, but they don't have to have a passport. Because I understand. I don't know. Maybe you do need a passport if you. But I think in the military you don't even need a passport. I don't think you do. I think you just automatically get shipped out. I never got shipped out, so I can't relate. But that's the only thing I can relate it to. The closest thing I can relate it to. And of course, I the first thing that came to my mind with this was, white American men or white European men. Yeah, I do what, Bella? I don't understand what you're saying. Yeah, I do what? But white European men, business, quote unquote business, not really businessmen. They're too cowardly and vicious and ugly to be real businessmen. But they trick off in Thailand for little boys, underage minors, stuff like that. I don't want to go too far into that, but that's something that they do. But the passport bros is something different. Something different. This is young men of color from America, born here, and then they go over to a different place like Thailand, and they find a woman or a lady boy has a chick with a dick or a tranny, and a nigga with a wig, but not a nigga. I guess a slope with a wig or a gook with a wig, and I can't get demonetized, so I'm saying all this shit. Yeah, okay, you do. Okay, you do need a passport for the military. I didn't know that. Thank you, Bella. I didn't know that. I just thought you get shipped out. I didn't even realize you get. And I guess you still use it. Is it something different? Can you still use that same passport, or do you have to get, if you're a civilian? Do you use the same military passport, or do you it's converted to a civilian one, or what happens? Let me know, please. But that really shapes up to be a key element in all this, is that passport bros, they'll go over there, but they got to be wary now. They got to be careful now because of dickheads like this guy in Thailand that was walking around destroying property and saying all this vulgar things and stuff to people, and just being an obnoxious nuisance, just very obscene and disgusting, and he didn't have to be. Yeah, but you get another pass. Okay. Were you ever in the military, Bella? And were you ever deployed? Or you just got stories from your man? J-Rock Inez. Juno? And Juno no? You don't got that good. And Juno no? And Juno no? I think this dude was I think the dude was Gino. No, my father was. Okay. I see that, Bella. Thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Salute to you. Thank you for coming in, by the way. But yeah, what are you talking about? What is this? I think the dude was Juno. I didn't see any names. I didn't see his name. How did you figure he was Juno or Jano? In Thailand. How did you figure that? J-Rock Ennis. Yeah, no problem. Salute to you. Salute, Bella. It's very it's very powerful to see something like this happen, having it work itself out. He was a camera guy for Johnny Somali. Excuse me. He was a camera guy for Johnny Somali. I don't even know who you're talking about right now, sir, but I appreciate your input. Thank you for your input. I didn't know that was the case. I didn't know if that was real or not. But I do thank you for laying that bit of information out for us. I'm going to have to look that up after the show. Maybe that's something else I have to look up to. I got 4 people in here. The peak, I think, was 8. I have 8 likes. I need to have 40,000 people in here and 40,000 likes too. I don't know if you can go over. You can't. You can only vote. You can only like once. But I appreciate these 4 viewers in here because you're like a core audience kind of thing right now. But passport bros, yeah, they're not. It's not even something that is like, oh, that's trash, or that's whack, or that's corny. It's just like, that's your business. Do what you got to do. As long as you're not harming anybody, as long as you're not harming yourself, or if you're going to harm yourself, do so with assistance or something like that. And let them know it's not murder or something like that. But these passport bros are not about that. They're all about just having a good time. From what I understand, they just want to have a bang up job. Like they just want to get their swerve on, get suck something, take something, do what they got to do to get off. J-Rock Ennis says, I try to keep up with brothers traveling abroad. I did not know about that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I honestly do. I appreciate that. 9 likes. 7 people in here. Not bad. I'm probably going to have like 40 views off the top. We'll see how many views I have tomorrow. But yeah, this is Passport Bros in Search of Lady Boys Part 2. This is the second edition. This is the second installment of this riveting series that I have created because of Mr. Troy Star Terrain. Even Florida Boy J, I respect him highly. I respect him highly. He is one of the greatest voices on the Star Report. And he said I was telling the truth about the Passport Board. So that was a vote of confidence that I really needed. That was I really not that I necessarily needed it. Like I'm all by myself. I'm gonna do my thing anywhere, shape or form. But it was just great to have that just a bit of assist that assist. You know, he boosted me a lot. Pause. No diddy. Oh man. Okay, we got Stacy Galore. All right, you can always buy views, fake super chats, and donations to get that 40K like a lot of other bigger YouTube channels. Well, I don't want to do that. I have to go. I have to look at myself in the mirror, Stacy. I have to go to sleep at night, and I can't go. I can't go to the mirror and say like, "Damn, you bought those followers, didn't you?" Yup. Your heroes didn't do that. Troy Star Terrain didn't do that. Mike Dice didn't do that I know of. Mr. Beast, I think, didn't do that. So why would you do that? You know? I understand what you're saying, Stacy Galore, and I respect the fact that you're even in here. You're a very excellent person to be within this room, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much for being here. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. A lot do though, Scott. Yeah, I know, but I'm not a lot. I'm not one of those people. I can't face myself. I consider. To be honest with you, I considered it. I said, damn, all I gotta do is $60 or $100, and I get 50,000 viewers. Shit, I got that much. I can sell that. I can do that. But I was like, nah, I want to make this natural. I want to make this natural. I want to do this, from what I understand, is the right way. I want to do this the right way. I don't want to just inflate my viewers, inorganically, like that. I don't want. But I understand what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from because I definitely thought about it. It definitely crossed my mind, and you went through my mind, saying, doing just that, doing exactly that. I was pretty bored at first, but then I saw you, and I gotta say, it's pretty interesting. Thank you, Bella. Thank you. That's the reason why I try to come through with these shows. I try to come shows like Mr. Troy Star Terrain says. I hope you've been entertained and somewhat enlightened. That's the whole goal for what I do as well. I had to steal a lot from him. I've stolen too much from him. I'm stealing a lot already. But if that's one thing that I try to do, I hope you've been entertained and somewhat enlightened. If you get any enlightened from that, that's just a bonus to me. But I try to be entertaining as hell. I try to be a goofball that I am. I'm a goofy guy, whatever it may be. But that's just me. But I have to give this time for ads. This is an ads time. I have to give it up for my man Peng with LifeStrongApparel.com. Go there. You can look at fitness gear. There's fruit infused sea moss. You can. I sampled the blueberry. It's excellent. He's got mango. He's got other flavors. You can definitely go there. Check him out at LifeStrongApparel.com. LifeStrongApparel.com. Now, tell him that the goofy guy Skylar Saunders sent you. He'll be happy about that. All right, next person is B Jackson, BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube. He has near beer, chicken. He's got sardines on the grill. Check out for him. Make sure you look for him. Tell him that the goofy guy Skylar Saunders sent you. He's a funny guy. He's got a great sense of humor, and make sure you do check him out. He's a great guy. And tell him that the goofy guy sent you, Skylar Saunders. And Spirit Smooth Tunes, SPIRITSMOOTHTUNES on YouTube. Spirit Smooth Tunes. If you like Kim, Najee, Whitney Houston, Peebo Bryson, The Gap Band, Zap, Rolls Royce, all these different these bands. Not R. Kelly, by the way, Rick James. Not P. Diddy either. So you gotta slow down with that. But anyway, he loves saying that in the chat. He says sexy time music. Yeah. But check him out. Tell him that the Goofy Guy Scholar Sauner sent you. Also, check out Dot Focus. DOTFOCUS _ one underscore, not a long bar, just a one underscore. Dot Focus. Twitch.focus. He does first person shooter games. He's a great sniper on these games. I've seen him in action a few times. So check him out on twitch.tv/.focus. DOTFOCUS _ And if you would like to advertise or sponsor for this show, go to SKYLERSAUNDERS@gmail.com. And also, if you want to be like Height, great guy, be $100 and for a month. It doesn't roll over. It's only for a month. It doesn't roll over. $100 a month. It's called the $100 Club or the 100 Club. And that's my specific idea of saying if you contribute $100 or more in a month, then you will be given a wrench or whatever you like. Height just says keep doing your thing. Hey, that's what I want to keep doing, my thing. But, you know, I want to make sure I give a good trade. That's a huge trade. That's you giving up your money for my bullshit, basically. So I appreciate that. So thank you for that. And I think that's about it for that. I appreciate you all for watching. I'm going to get this last one. Bella's going to be the last person. It's getting late where I am, so I think I'm going to get off in a bit. So, yeah, perfect timing. Salute to all of you who checked in. I can't name everybody, but I salute you all. Remember, Passport Brothers looking for Lady Boy Part 2. Or something like that. If that's not exactly it, it's close to that. So thank you very much, and take care.